We wanted to shoot this video showing just a normal week behind the scenes here in July. This video isn't about us. Why would you want to watch that? We're talking about what you can do in the month of July. We're going to recommend jobs and growing strategies that we just take for granted as growers who kind of live within the seasonal rhythm. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's that the season is quite long. It's much longer than you think. And the season is absolutely not over in July. What you do during the month of July is going to define your relationship with your growing space for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months. This is a really important time of the year where we kind of start to reset our gardens away from the rush of summer and into the next phase. So simultaneously taking advantage of the growing conditions that we've got in August and July, but also preparing for what's to come. And that is what we are talking about in this video.
So July is a time where we can start talking about really maximising your growing season. So what that means is a lot of people at this time of year start to think, I'm not going to plant mints, I'm not going to plant half-hardy things, all sorts of different varieties that you think might struggle as you start to get into the colder temperatures. And now this is a really good opportunity for you to actually start to look at your growing space and what you want to do with it. So what we mean is you actually have things that you can actually plant up now. They have 2 or 3 really good months. They can really take advantage of the still warm weather. So I mentioned mints earlier. That's a really good example of something that can actually really start to get a lot of height now, can really start to grow, and you can actually still use it for things like tea and just general mint goodness. And what's really lovely about it is that that can actually establish over those few months. Then as you get into winter, it then goes dormant and then it'll be super strong for the spring. So it's a really great opportunity to start thinking about what you want to do at this time of year. And I know I said this before about a lot of people thinking that this time of year it's not really worth planting things up because they're going to die off in the winter. Isn't it going to be too cold for these plants? Absolutely not. This is absolutely the perfect time to be planting things up because you get them really, really strong so they can make it through the winter, but also you're giving yourself that amazing head start for spring. Honestly, this will be the best thing you do in the growing space this year.
You can see I'm planting here a window box full of mint ready for the autumnal season. It's really important to use a good quality growing medium, something moisture retentive. Whereas most herbs want to be free draining, the mint's going to drink quite a lot. And we're going to drink a lot of this lime mint that I'm planting up in this window box attached to the slat fence in our own garden. We're probably planting more lime mint in this window box than we should, but we're going to harvest a lot of it over the coming weeks. It makes a really good herbal tea on the late summer morning, and it's great in a Thai curry too. Now, Kate's absolutely right. You can plant up varieties like mint now and enjoy them for literally 3 months of active growth. 3 months of mint tea. That's a long time, right? It's a lot of mint tea. You can plant those up now. You enjoy them for 3 months. They'll lose their foliage in the winter, but they'll carry on growing under the ground. But what I'm going to tell you about, I think is a little bit even more exciting, because now is the time that you need to start preparing for the colder months beyond that. Now, right now, your growing space is probably still full of flowering bedding plants, some seasonal veg coming to an end. Maybe you've got a glut of courgettes. We certainly have. But trust me, in about 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to start to get gaps in your growing space. And you're going to be thinking, what can I put in those spaces? Well, we're going to give you some options in this video. But the option that I would suggest that you go for is planting hardy herbs now, at this time of year, in advance, in preparation of that space that you're going to have. Remember, gardening is all about planning ahead, because by the time you've got that gap, you're kind of going to be too late to have anything to put into it. So it's about planning ahead. The vast majority of herbs in our shop are fully hardy and evergreen. What does that mean? Well, they don't mind the cold, and they're going to keep their foliage all the way through the winter months. I'm talking about varieties like rosemary, oregano, thyme, sage. There's so many. You've got so many options with different flavours, different foliage that will look great throughout the winter. But now is the time to get them ready. Now, you might be thinking, I haven't got the spaces yet in the growing space. All the varieties that I've mentioned that you've still got in the ground and you're still enjoying are still there. So what do you do with your herbs? Well, I would actually suggest that you pot up these hardy herbs now. Take them out of these 9 centimetre pots that we send them to you in. Put it into a 1 litre pot, a 2 litre pot, 3 litre pot, and take advantage of the beautiful growing conditions, the long hours of daylight that we've got currently at this time of year. I'm not trying to cheat us out of business, or indeed any other garden centre, but why would you pay more money for a 1 litre pot of herbs, 2 litre pot of herbs, that'll be a lot more expensive than a 9 centimetre pot, when at this time of year, you're only talking about a difference of 10 days growth, 2 weeks growth? These plants are going to fill the bigger pots so quickly. And you are going to have a much more established plant ready for the winter, straight to go out into your growing space. I think that's brilliant. I think that's really exciting. I think if we had these growing conditions in the spring, we would 100% be so excited taking advantage of them. In fact, I'm going to go and plant up some of these 9 centimetre herbs. I'm going to steal them from Urban Herbs and pot them up into larger pots, ready for a project that I'm actually planting up this autumn. You see, I'm so confident that these plants will thrive during winter that I'm actually planting them up myself for my own growing space. Come on, come with me, I'll show you what I mean. Now, the space that I have planned for these hardy evergreen herbs, you can see me planting up barbecue rosemary here, which smells amazing, by the way. The space that I have planned for these are currently filled with carrots that I'll be harvesting in just a few weeks. So I'm transferring them into these 3 litre pots now, because I want them to grow. I want them to take advantage of these amazing growing conditions and just get a bit bigger before autumn arrives. That barbecue rosemary looks amazing, doesn't it? I'm also planting up this orange scented thyme, which has just got such a beautiful flavour, and I tend to use a lot of this beautiful flavour during the autumn when I'm creating some foodie adventures in our own kitchen. And this is a really good point to say that you should plant up these hardy evergreen herbs if you're going to take this approach into larger pots, but use a good quality, free draining growing medium. This is really important because you don't want the plants to be waterlogged in wet, late summer, early autumn weather. And although I'm in the polytunnel now, these plants are going to go straight outside. Trust me, they're hardy. They're going to be better outside than they will inside this tunnel. Don't protect them too much.
So as well as planting up plants at this time of year, we also send out seed kits that are actually tailored to each month of the year. And July is really exciting because we're actually sending out, as we do every month, seeds that we actually plant up ourselves during the month of July. So we've left it a little bit later this year just to make it so that it doesn't actually grow too much, because again, everything is turbocharged at this time of year. And also we don't actually send it out to an awful lot of people because we don't have a lot of seeds. But it's a really good opportunity to just kind of get that growth going again at this time of year because it's so turbocharged. So you'll see here, we are just planting up some Burnett salad, which is one of the options for this month. It's got a bit of the cucumber flavour, it's really lovely. And we're going to be putting up on screen the options for July and also for August. So if you're going to be getting the seed kit for next month, you'll see what you're going to get as well. And it's so exciting to be sowing seeds again because you get such a rush during spring and you're planting up everything and everything's coming up. And now we're actually getting that second chance to actually look at the growing space again and see what kind of things we actually want to be trying out. So literally the seeds that you will be getting are the things that we're actually trying out ourselves this year and have grown in previous years and loved. So hopefully you'll love it as much as we do.
We hope you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes video. It's an experiment that we're trying. If you've enjoyed it, let us know.
Absolutely.
We've had a chat and we was thinking that a 10-second video, it's a 15-second reel. It's not really long enough to talk about the nuances of growing that we're trying to convey to you guys here. So we hope you've enjoyed this slightly longer video where we've gone a little bit more in depth, explaining why we're so passionate about growing at this time of year, about why this is actually the most important part of the year, where a lot of people kind of tend to, I think, lack confidence about what to plant at this time of year. And hopefully this video has changed your mind on this. It's persuaded you to plant some cool stuff. I mean, we're surrounded by a plant jungle here, and this is all a mixture of herbs and edibles that we're sowing at this time of year.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I think we've had a lot of fun doing it.
Thanks so much, guys. Bye.